Alright guys, I'm back. Get through some more Final Fantasy 1. I'm 4 hours in. My first playthrough took me 10 hours, so I'm basically halfway through. Let me think, I got the Earth Crystal. You see it's glowing. Just 3 more crystals. Time to continue on. Starting to be able to just one-hit all of the enemies in the water. I mean, of course, our warrior and thief can do it, but our white mage is starting to get some good hits. I went and played PoE 2 yesterday. It actually was really enjoyable. I'm glad that I actually went back, but I really don't like the current classes. Or, like, I feel like there's not enough ascendancies. Like, the warrior, I think it was cool. It's my favorite class, but it's like, at the end of the day, slamming is kind of annoying. Like, slamming's annoying. You know what I'm saying? I don't like slamming. Like, in the long run. Like, I would look back and say it's a really cool idea. You would need so many more abilities. And, like, abilities that didn't require you to just slam stuff. Which is cool. They just seem kind of weak. I just think their abilities, the way they cast their abilities, is just not fun. The way you're gonna have to cast all these abilities, and it's like maybe some cast speed, but like I just feel like what they've done is they've released these characters with a few ways to play them, and they're based off the skill gems. And then the ascendancies, like only a few of them really play to the strength. Like, to me, the Witch has... She just recently got the Lich Ascendancy, whatever, like the Undead Ascendancy. You know, that came in the last major update. It's like, that gave her Chaos damage, you know, Ascendancy focused on Chaos. But it's like, the other Ascendancies, she has the Fire one and, like, the Blood Magic one where she loses health to cast abilities. Those ones don't really play to her strengths. Like, a Fire one doesn't really play to her strengths. I know that doesn't have to be the case for the Ascendancies, but I feel like it should. There should be some abilities that the Ascendancy enhances, you know? That's just my preference. Like, the ascendancies for the sorceress. She has a good ascendancy that enhances her ice and lightning, but I've already played that one a bunch. Like, I'm hoping that the next one maybe has something to do with fire. I know that that's not how the ascendancies are going to work. Not all of them are going to be like, we're going to make sure that your character's natural, you know, advantages are enhanced, but like, here's just some cool, you know, here's some cool mechanics. Like the Infernalist for the Witch, it has nothing to do with chaos damage or physical damage. I mean, I guess you could. But it's like, you get this demon form, you get this Firehound, and it's like, I prefer just to make the character stronger as it is, like using the Lich Ascendancy for the Witch and just having chaos damage. That's what I like, kind of like, but you know, I'm hoping that they do add more ascendancies that I like. And then at the end of August, they're gonna do a big update, so I'm hoping they add a new character. It'll probably just be the Druid. Or, I don't know, we'll see. Maybe they'll add 2 characters. Because now they've kind of extended the amount of time in which, you know, you should expect an update. Like, at first, I thought it was going to be every 3 months. And at first, they said they would release the game at the end of 2025, so it's like, they have to add all the characters and all the acts and get to 1.0, but they're only in 0.3. So it's like, or 0.2. They're only in 0.2. 1.0 would be the release, right? So it's like, to me, it would have been every month, you know, and then it went to every 3 months because that's when they dropped the first major update, and now it's every 4 months, and at this point, it's guaranteed that it'll be every 4 months, but I think with every 4 months, they should be able to add a character every 4 months. Doing it to a new town. Let's let's look at the shops. Check out the shops. I'm sure the armor is going to cost us like 100,000. Mithril. Actually, there is no armor that will cost us that much. This guy can use the buckler. Oh, it is the buckler. Buckler's like a little tiny parry shield. Okay. That's something. You can wear leather, you can use a buckler. These weapons are pretty cheap. I will be doing the Mithril Axe. Okay, not really much. Of course, the spells are going to cost a bunch of money. Let's see what they've got. Okay, this has the same spells. Oh no, I'm talking about teleport. This is exit. Raise the party's defense and raise the entire party's defense and their evasion. That'll be really good. And then we're gonna save up for exit. We're gonna save that slot for exit. Teleport out of a dungeon. That's like, you can teleport out of a dungeon. This really adds some quality of life to the game that makes it kind of hard to play. You have to go all the way into the dungeon, all the way out. We don't have enough money for any of the dark ones. We don't really need any of them. They're not that useful. Like, we don't need those. We have other ways of doing thunder damage. already beat the Lich. Did I load the right save? Yeah, I have the Earth Crystal, right? Oh, I didn't talk to the right sage. Okay, I was like about to freak out. I was like, wait, I did everything I needed to do to get the canoe. But yeah, PoE 2 is great. I played a little bit yesterday, but the thing I'm probably not gonna like about PO2 in the long run, it's just the classes. I still like the classes. Like I really don't feel like playing like a ranger. I usually never feel like playing a archer or ranger in a ARPG. The warrior was cool. Like I had my time. But like at the end of the day, I still like the classes. Some other games where I've played a bunch of that class, like I still like it. I just don't like it. Like the Huntress is cool, but I just don't like having to set up everything. And it's like I just don't like the classes. They're gonna add I think 6 more classes. I don't know. But there's gonna be 12 classes in total, and I'm hoping that I like some of them. I like the sorceress. I just wish, like I said, I've had my time with them. I'll go on the list. I don't really like the archer. I don't like archers normally anyway, in like RPGs. In the beginning, I like the warrior. I like the sorceress. I would return to them. I would go back to play them. The lich is cool. The witch is kind of cool. It's kind of my preferred play style, and I don't know. I don't really like the witch that much in this game. But I like the sorceress. I liked the warrior. I like the witch in the beginning. I like those 2 classes. Now I'm kind of good. I don't need to play them anymore. I don't really like the ranger. You have the huntress, the mercenary. The mercenary is cool. It's just not my thing. Like, not even to say that it goes on the I don't like it list. It's just not something I can really get into the swing of. I like it. I just can't get into it, you know? It's like I get why people like it. It's just not my thing, like having to swap ammo and switch to different crossbows. Maybe one day, right? But to me, they're like a hybrid, and of course they are a hybrid. They have armor, they have evasion, you know, they have strength, they have dexterity. They're a hybrid, but to me, I would say comparing them more to like a warrior, like they're like to me like a medium armor, you know, not too slow but not too fast. They're like a hybrid, you know. This time around, we got sent to the next crystal very quickly, which is strange. But I think it's okay. This is actually going to be our most devastating dungeon yet. The first one was those caverns in that hole where we fought those pictomancers, whatever. That was really tough, but this is going to be the next level. We don't have teleport yet or anything. And there's tons of maziness, and we have to look at all these chests. You know, like, this is ridiculous. I don't think I need the guide for this. I can see the chests. But this is gonna, like, maybe take a few trips. Did I name all the classes? I think I did. I'm looking forward to the other classes because at the end of the day, I don't hate them, but I know that I don't like them, right? Like the current ones, I'm not going to play the game because I like the current ones. If I did, I'd be playing it, right? The classes, everything else is perfect. You know, I think the enemies are difficult. I think there's a good amount of enemies to go through. I think the gear is nice. It's all good, I just don't like the classes, so I'm hoping at the end of August, which is way close when BO4 Borderlands 4 is going to come out, but I'll have like a week, which is enough to play that one class they're going to add. For me it is, right? Like I can play this new class for a straight up week and be satisfied. Which doesn't mean that Borderlands 4 is going to be a guaranteed win. It might suck and I might go back to playing PoE, but that's the kind of the thing. We're going to be playing Borderlands. I was hoping it was going to be released in early August, the new update for PoE 2. And I'm guessing they're going to add the Druid. But I'm looking forward to every class that's being added now. Like, I like Rogues. I like the idea of a Barbarian, the Marauder. I like the idea of a Druid. I like the idea of the Cleric, the Duelist. The remaining classes that they have yet to add are all classes I'm more excited for. The initial release... The initial classes that were released, these weren't ones I really wanted. I wanted the Witch, and I wanted the Monk. But, like, most of them I really didn't want. I ended up liking the Warrior. And, you know, the Monk also... I kind of have my fill of the Monk. I mean, like I said, it's the class and the abilities, you know, the classes that are currently available. And their abilities, like, I just don't really like it. I feel like they're kind of, there's not much variety. Like, one ability's just like another one, maybe just like another element. But there's gonna be 12 classes in total. I like the game, I love the game, I've played it. I played it a lot, like, it's not to say that. But it's like, it's just, this very particular point is, even though I don't play Diablo 4 anymore, I don't play Last Epoch, I still like those classes. Like, I still remember them, and I'm like, oh yeah, those are nice classes. But I know for a fact that the way it's going now, I don't like these classes in PoE 2. And it sucks because usually it's the other way around. I like the classes, and it's like, they just don't... The world they're in doesn't go well together. But this time, the world's great. I just don't like the classes. It's not even like a balancing issue. It's like, I don't like knowing that I'm gonna make a new Monk and just use lightning because that's all that I'm gonna do, you know what I'm saying? I'm hoping one of these classes that they release I really like, you know, and I can say once I'm done playing it, I played it for like 100 hours, that even though I don't play this game anymore or I don't play this class, I actually like it. Like, I hope I can get to that point. Yeah, so all the enemies in this place have a weakness to ice. So it's either, you know, you, Wait. I gotta kind of focus on this game sometimes, so I don't just end up running around aimlessly and having to fight a million enemies. I gotta focus just a little. I was talking about PoE 2. I don't know. I just literally forgot. Oh yeah, I was saying all the enemies here are weak to ice. Well, these ones are apparently weak to thunder. All but this these great oozes, and then all the enemies don't really have weaknesses. Half of them have a weakness to ice, the other ones don't have, the other half doesn't, and then the great ooze are the ones with weakness to lightning. I know that sounds super weird that I would just say that now, but like I have the guide right in front of me. It's like it's true. I don't know. I used the guide to look at enemy weaknesses, but just now when I was fighting those fire elementals, I was kind of like, why didn't Blizzard demolish them? I looked and it says, oh yeah, that is a weakness. It just was a weak Blizzard spell, I guess. Wait, these are oozes. Thunder. Those guys are tough. They have way over 200 health. They have like 250. Well over. Yeah, at least 250. 250. Yeah, this definitely, we're gonna have to start relying on our Black Mage to work on these elemental weaknesses. Hit all the enemies with them. Meaning we're gonna need to be stocked up on Ether. Make sure we're managing our MP properly. But I'm really looking forward to, of course, looking forward to the new class PoE 2, but I'm really looking forward to Borderlands in September. I think it's gonna be really good. I've been looking to play a game like Destiny or First Ascendant. You know, these like loot shooter MMO games. And I'm not saying that Borderlands is an MMO, but it's a loot shooter. It's not the same thing. You know, it's open world, but it's just a story. It's like a story game, not a multiplayer game. I was thinking about because I make content that I would make one character that I play single player just because that'll be easy. Like I can easily set up a single player game, but also to make one that I only play co-op where I just join people's games. I think that's what I'll probably do. I think that'd be interesting just to see me playing with other people. So I'll probably play the character that I like. Like maybe I wouldn't want to spend too much time on solo. There's a lot of chests, or a lot of chests in here. Lots of money. I think after I go to the chests, I should probably go back to town and buy some more stuff. You know, we had to get some spells and stuff. But like we didn't have enough money to buy everything. Yeah, I'm gonna leave and come back. So yeah, I'll probably make my single player character day one. It'll probably be Harlow. It's kind of my thing. I like where she's going with this. And then for co-op, I might play Rafa. That sounds like a fun co-op character to play. Okay, these guys have an instant kill ability. Like, we're out of potions at this point, so we definitely have to leave and come back. But you can see the way this game's designed, where they have a lot of chests just on the side, and if you want to just go to the objective, you can just run straight across the hallway. It's like, you don't have to do this, but like, you should. But I just think that's a weird design. Like, you think you would kind of have the objective on the way, and then maybe some side paths with treasure, but like, this is all objective, or all treasure, as far as the paths are concerned. I've been drinking chocolate milk before I go to the gym every single day. I know that's not healthy, but it's had the best results. So I'm wondering, you know, there has to be a sugar-free or a low-fat or some, you know, some type of chocolate milk mix where I can really get all that milk in, and chocolate milk's good. It had the best effects. Pre-workout, to me, like, the creatine definitely, or, you know, I can do without the caffeine, but the creatine definitely is good. Like, that's not necessarily something that gets my legs moving and walking towards the gym, or even has me feeling like I'm recovering. It feels like I can work out more, and like the creatine feels like I can feel it in my muscles or something. I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking of something else, but I'm pretty sure it's creatine. My pre-workout only has so many things in it, right? The creatine definitely helps, though. It definitely feels like it helps build muscle. Like that's something that's like a growth supplement, I guess you could say. It's not necessarily like recovery and energy, you know. That's like a long-term thing. You would take creatine, that'd be long-term, you know, over months, over like years, a couple years. Like that's cool. But for me, like, you know, I was even drinking like these these fruit blend juices, like smoothies. That didn't really do much. The smoothie's like a nice relaxing thing to drink after the workout. You know, nice snack. But I guess we're talking about going to the gym, lifting weights, going home, resting, and keeping on that mindset. Chocolate milk has had the best effect. Like, you can just say milk, but I think it has to be chocolate milk because I really can't drink milk. Just plain milk. Maybe one day I'll try strawberry, right? Or I'll try vanilla, you know. I'm sure there's other, even like good milk. Like sometimes there's like higher quality milk that costs more. Like I could probably just drink that. But for now, it's chocolate milk, all day, every day. It's also like a good snack where like I don't really feel like if I drink a whole like cup of chocolate milk, I don't feel like I need to eat a bunch of like chips. But it's been the best results, and like weirdly enough, I saw on like somewhere like X or Instagram that it actually has some good benefits when it comes to like working out, you know, which is weird because I've never seen anything like that. I've heard some big influencers talk about drinking chocolate milk, but like as far as someone just saying it's like a study that it does something, I think it does. I don't think it's like this deep, like cancer curing medicine that's strong and very powerful, like a magical spell. But I think that's why it works so well. It just gives me like a little bit, you know, a little bit of recovery, a little bit of this and that, you know. I think that's why it works so well. It's not this super chemical or the super compound. Right. Like a lot of stuff people are doing in the gym and like in athletics, it's just like a super chemical, super compound, you know, something that it works for everybody. You know, it's very powerful, very potent. It's like, I don't think you necessarily need that, you know. I don't think that's really what you would need. I think chocolate milk's fine. Like, I know that's probably not healthy to drink chocolate milk every single day. But, like, I definitely would do it. It's probably not going to kill you because, you know, of course, if you're eating like chips every day, like people are already doing that. I'm already eating chips pretty often, at least not anymore, but I was. So it's like, I don't think chocolate milk's going to be the final nail in the coffin, but it definitely isn't the right direction. You know, it's better if I just drunk the milk. I definitely will probably start putting more money into just milk, not trying to buy all these crazy supplements and, you know, making smoothies. Like, I don't think I need to do that. I'm definitely gonna get some more creatine. Like, that's different. Creatine definitely helps build your muscles and like it helps you lift more weights. But like, you know, I really should just drink some chocolate milk. I think that had the best effects. Just go buy a nice thing of milk, more expensive milk. know, a couple a day just has best effects for me. And I'm working out legs a lot more because I'm trying this new cycle where I lift very heavy weights, like just bench pressing. That's like the main focus of my workout, just bench pressing. Like one day, and then that day also counts as a rest day. Like the day I bench press is also the day I rest, because I'm gonna be resting. Once I get done, like I'll be resting. Then like 3 more days after that, and then try to do heavy weight again. And every other day, I just do legs or cardio, you know what I'm saying? Because legs are much easier to recover from than arms, meaning I can keep going up in weight. You know, your legs are really, really strong. I can just keep going up in weight with legs. Like, it's not like I'm gonna have to take a week off of legs. That's just not a thing, you know what I'm saying? Like, your legs, like, you can go on a very long walk or run, and your legs will recover in like a day, maybe 2, right? So it's like, your legs are just, they have so much more muscle. You know, they're used to carrying around your body anyway, right? They're just a stronger part of your body, so it's like training legs more often than not, right? And then making sure I'm resting enough to do bench pressing, because that does take a lot out of you, and if you do it too often, you'll end up having to rest in like an irregular way, right? Like if you don't plan on resting a lot for the big weights. Where are my potions at? Do I like sell all of them or something? I don't see my potions. They usually be at the top of the list. Oh, they're right here for some reason. At the bottom of the list. But, you know, legs, you know, doing some cardio. You know, maybe like twice a week, I'll try to lift the heaviest I can, you know, max weight with the bench pressing. Because really with arms, a lot of people probably could take some experience. If you're not lifting like some weight that's gonna put you out of the gym for a little bit, you're not really gonna get anywhere with your arms. You'll just be doing lightweight forever and ever and ever, you know what I'm saying? Like, you'll just be doing 1,000 reps. So it's like, you really have to tailor your rests and exercising, you know, to your arms, because you're gonna have to go down in weight, you know, if you work out too much. Like, there's like a balance to it, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you work out legs and back, you'll be fine. Your legs and back are really, really strong, you know what I'm saying? You know, but your arms, you're trying to get your arms stronger just to lift up heavier and heavier weight. That's requires a balance. So like today might be the day I go back and do the arms. Do I get that I'm basically just doing very lightweight, 1,000 reps, and then once the exercise is over, it's like I don't feel like I've crossed that threshold. What's up here? Probably nothing, right? So yeah, today might be the day I go and drink a chocolate milk. Do the max bench. Take a couple days off. We're talking about like max weight to failure, or whatever you can do, like whatever heavy weight you can do towards your max to failure. And then taking a couple days off. Because you kind of have to, and then maybe, the day after, doing like lightweight, just to kind of keep that stress, to keep that fatigue on your muscles. Next day, bunch of lightweight, and then days off. It's kind of like, in reality, you can go hard every single day, max weight bench press. But for me, it's like, I know that the next day, I'll just be dropping the weight by a whole lot anyway. So going anywhere towards max is dumb, because the day after that, it's like I'm just moving backwards, you know what I'm saying? You don't give your body the proper rest, it's just like you're moving backwards. So like I said, first day, max weight, with the bench press and all that. Maybe even do like some rows. Like if I max out too soon on benching, I feel like I might hurt myself, I'll do like some rows or like some like cooldowns, because that also hits the same areas like your biceps, That last bit of bicep in there. So it's like, the next day I'll just do like triceps, I'll do triceps, the cooldowns for those, for the standing cooldowns. And I'll do that, I'll do like 40, 50 reps of that, you know what I'm saying? And like bicep curls, because, those are going to be lighter weights. And then you'll take that up to a good point where like you're not going to hurt yourself by doing too much weight. And you're not really ruining your rest by doing more bench press. Red Dragon. So yeah, today, like I said, just bench press max weight to failure, and that'll kind of set me into, I'll have to rest for another like week, basically 4 days, 3 days. The day after that, day after today, just standing cooldowns, bicep curls, and then your arms basically need to rest after that. You need to rest your arms if you're doing what I'm doing, and you don't have. You really shouldn't. You should do whatever works for you, whatever feels like when you leave the gym, you've done something. Like, that's what you should do. Like, I should be... Whoever you listen to, whatever you type in ChatGPT, it should all be to build that regiment that when you leave the gym, not the next day or not a year from now, but when you leave the gym, you feel like you've actually have done something. Because for a lot of people, that's like going to be all they get out of the day, is that point they cross in the gym, what I'm saying? Where they cross that threshold or whatever they, People who don't go for that feeling, I feel like they're definitely handicapped themselves in the long run, where it isn't gonna become enough of like a profound experience, the gym on its own, for it to make a difference in their brain or in their life, right? Like, that's important. It's very important that you impact yourself to where it's like you going to the gym is like you going to Disney World, or you going to the gym is like you playing outside, or whatever you might not get in your life, you know what I'm saying? same people that don't have that profound experience in gym and take it to that next level, the same people that are always moaning about something when it comes to like the quality of someone's music, or you know, like they're gonna give a review. Like, trust me, the same type of person that isn't trying to create unique experience for themselves are the same ones that think someone's stream or album sucks. It's like same people, buddy, same exact people. So it's like it's the same thing. Like in the gym, you're not gonna let somebody tell you the level you should try to reach, especially when they're not anywhere near that or trying to do anything. Same thing if you're trying to make music or make, you know, videos, you're not gonna let them tell you what you should do, because most people, you know, when it comes to experiences and trying to reach other levels, you know, these people kind of suck. Ice Brand and Flame Shield, nice upgrades. I'm pretty sure the Ice Sword's gonna work well against these fire enemies. And the Flame Shield's gonna work... Well, I think actually the Flame Shield might be for Ice. I'm sure it's like a certain, like, you know, like, mix or switch around in this game, like Pokemon. But... you know, the same people that don't want to go in the gym and bench crazy amounts of weight, same type of people that think other things suck, you know, and don't like anything, you know what I'm saying? You know, you have to go hard in something. If you want to be the ultimate weed smoker, be the ultimate weed smoker. Don't be a bullshit weed smoker, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you're gonna be the police, be the police. Like, kick people's doors down and be a crosswalk guard, you know, blow your whistle. Like, don't bullshit, you know what I'm saying? Do something. If you're gonna sleep all day, sleep all day. Don't sleep. Just go all the way, you know what I'm saying? Like, not to say hurt yourself or to, you know, kill yourself, but like, don't be bullshit at everything and then tell me to be bullshit at anything, alright? Like, it doesn't make sense. Like, if you don't collect, you know, fishing poles, or you don't go to the beach every week, like, don't tell me anything. Like, don't, I want to hear anything. Not even to, like, be your dad about it, but, like, just don't tell me anything, because more than likely you're just not going to have any other answer. Like, if we don't try to lift 1,000 pounds gym, like, you don't have an alternative, right? Like, that's kind of the point, right? Like, someone who's completely average, like, everything to them is normal, nothing... What they're really trying to sell you on isn't necessarily reasoning, or something reasonable, or something viable. It's like just mundane, right? It's just it's too normal, it's too gray. It's not like they're really trying to say, they're not trying to save you or help you. They're like, it's just boring, you know what I'm saying? It's just not going to help you in the long run. Like, if people have worked jobs and done normal things for years and years, and like somewhere in that time period they needed to do something else or do something at a higher level, they just maybe didn't, you know what I'm saying? I guess I'll go clockwise when it comes to this square design of this area. Like, it's not even to be the motivational speaker. It's just like saying you aren't offering an alternative, right? Like, we're gonna go as hard as we can because there's no alternative. There's nothing else, right? Like, it's this or we do nothing, right? Oh, I'm out of potions? Oh my god. I don't plan on leaving this place. Like, I'm not gonna leave to go buy potions and come back. That's not happening. There's a potion inside that chest, but like, I'm not gonna leave and come back. We are committed. We've committed. It's just like a relationship. Think about people with casual relationships, people that haven't tried to be with anybody. They don't have an answer for you if you're trying to be in a relationship with somebody because they consider what you're doing extreme or a risk or dangerous, and it is, right? But like, you don't want to end up in their position where they only have acquaintances. You know, they don't even have friends that are always around, right? You don't want to take that. You don't want to take that path. You want to go further, right? You don't want to be somebody who's like someone's stepdad who's just a super casual dude, is in a casual relationship with his wife or something. Like, you don't want to be that dude. You want to take that risk to where, you know, you don't want to be that guy. You don't want normalcy and having like the backyard and grilling out to be super boring and mundane. You want it to be like, you need this normalcy because your life can be crazy. You don't want to just be this gray blob. I'm not saying to go out and throw a Molotov at anybody's head, but if you're going to go to the gym, you know, go to the gym, you know. If you're gonna bake cakes, you know, get good at it. I probably know why I have no health, because I keep running through lava. Like, at least when you look back and like all you've done is go to the gym, you know that when you eventually need to move on, like you need to do something else in your life, you know that you've done what you need to do in the gym. You're not gonna have to go back to the gym and tie up loose ends. You know what I'm saying? Right, so it's like, it's not a motivational speaking point. I'm not your dad. It's like, you're gonna look back and you're gonna have to keep doing what you're doing because you didn't go hard enough, right? You didn't go far enough. You're gonna look back, you're right. Like, I barely scratched the surface. Like, I gotta keep doing this. Like, I gotta keep going. I gotta keep doing this, right? So it's like, that's not good. You don't want to be in school and you just look back like you don't really get anything. Like, you don't have the ability to pick it back up. You just don't want to do it. It's just not. It's not good for anyone else around you either. Where it's like, this guy's like a surface scratcher. Like, he's just scratched surface. Like, that's where he is with everything. Like, it's not good. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just not good. Like, this guy's casual gamer and he's doesn't have like a best friend. So like, you don't want to do that. Like, you have to have a lightning bolt strike your brain to wake you up so you get out of that idea that you should do this. Like, if you're using it as a like, you have this forethought or whatever, or you have this vision where if you're super mediocre and casual, you always have the challenge. Like, if you're using it as a way to like leap around, that's different, right? But like, if you're not leaping around, like, I completely get that idea, right? Like, I get that, but Like, I think a lot of people really aren't thinking of it like that, right? Like, if you're like some of a Renaissance man, jack of all trades, and like you know this, that's different, right? But if you don't think that you can do everything, do something, like do one thing, right? Alright, here we go. Wait. I definitely should have healed and all that. So yeah, we immediately get to the Fire Crystal right after the Earth Crystal, so it wasn't even like we had to go through a bunch of more story and hoops. I guess the story got started, you know, we got our boat, and then there really weren't any more hoops. There really aren't hoops, I guess. I didn't even heal before this. This could definitely cost me this run through the dungeon. And he has no weaknesses. He's a straight boss. Smart thing to do would probably just be for everyone to use a potion on themselves. But we should be fine. Everyone use a potion. And then I'll have this guy, you know, haste and temper my my warrior. Alright, health-wise, we should be good. And then ethers. I need to drop ethers, I'm pretty sure. Need to raise our evasion and defense. I guess we'll do our defense. And haste our warrior. Raise our evasion. Probably pop a potion. Wow, that's a lot of damage. 500 damage, almost 600. And because my, oh, this guy doesn't have any weaknesses, I'll just start hasting and tempering my thief. Yeah, did 54 damage. This guy did 480. Now we're talking. He's doing some damage now. Yeah, we just hasted and tempered our warrior. He demolished the boss. There's a teleporter out of the teleport out of the cave or the volcano. Nice. 2 out of 4. We're making good time. I'm sure I've taken a lot more wipes and losses on my initial playthrough, so doing well. This playthrough was enjoyable, but I'm kind of overwhelmed by all the random battles. Like, it kind of is a lot. I guess it's a lot of just fighting, random encounters. Another 50 potions. Really not that much money though to get 50 regular potions. Like, it really isn't a big deal. Let's move on. I think I went to the wrong spot. In the walkthrough, this guy like jumps out of his ship. I didn't know you could do that. I thought you had to go to a port. The heck? The game immediately sends us through the rest of the Because this right now we're going to the ice dungeon. This just leads us to the rest of the places. We don't even have to like do anything in between. Like after the Earth one, it's just like, okay, go get all the crystals. Which to me is kind of strange. Like, how do we even know where to go to find all these mega dungeons? I think I'm head out for now though. I think I've been doing this for like an hour, maybe 2. Yeah, only 1 hour, wow. Time's just crawling. But yeah, I did the fire one. I mean, this game has a lot of random encounters, so it's kind of heavy, but I was expecting to kind of get through the rest of the game in like today or tomorrow. I'm 5 hours in, so I only have like 5 more hours, so I just gotta hold on. I'll be back. I want to eat some food and stuff. It's like 7, so I want to make sure I get the food situation before everything closes or it's too late to cook. Alright guys,